This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's Wednesday today, which means I'm dealing with a viewer question. But before we get into that, I'll just mention that if you have any questions or queries about anything at all that's remotely guitar or music related, then drop me a line. You can use my email address, jrguitartuition@gmail.com. You can drop me a line via the contact form on my website. There's the address at the top of the screen, link in the description. Or you can just leave a comment below one of these videos, and who knows, your question may just get featured in one of these Wednesday videos. A chap who did get in touch was called Dave, and this was his question.
Hi John, I have a question about the solos you play when you demo a guitar. Your solos always seem spontaneous but structured at the same time. Do you just wing it, or do you work out what you're going to play beforehand? Any tips greatly appreciated. Many thanks, Dave.
So the thorny topic of how to approach playing a solo, do you just kind of wing it completely off the cuff, or do you work it out meticulously in advance? Well, for me, the answer is somewhere between those two. Basically, I like to do 3, 4, maybe half a dozen takes at the solo, listen to them all back and pick the best bits of each one. Here's a little bit of a breakdown of me kind of getting into that process. Okay, so I'm in Reaper here, as you can see, and basically just been having a bit of a jam over this jam track project that I've got entitled C Sharp Minor Pop Rock. Kind of what I had in mind for this was like sort of a cross between maybe Rory Gallagher and Dire Straits. Whether it's come out like that or not is anybody's guess, but that was sort of where I was coming from. Anyway, the solo is, well, basically I've had a bunch of goes at doing takes for the solo. You can see I've got solo 1, and basically I record onto 2 tracks simultaneously in pan 1 left and 1 right, bit of delay on the right hand side one to get a bit of stereo separation. That's how I tend to do it. And then the same thing there, solo 2, solo 3, and then solo 4. If you look here, you can see that solo 4 is just like the ending part that I thought I'd have another go at. All just different takes, just first takes at playing a solo over this jam track. So before we go any further, let's have a listen to solo number 1. So a bit rough and ready, but there's some ideas in there that I can use. Let's now take a listen to the second attempt. This is solo 2. Again, rough and ready, just 1 take, that's what came out. And again, probably some ideas in there that I can make use of. Solo 3 is next. Let's see what I did here. Again, I could use that. There's nothing in there that offends me, but it's not. It doesn't excite me that much either. But there's stuff in there I can use. So that's solo 3. Now, as I said, solo 4 is just like a little bit of a go at an ending. So let's have a listen to what solo 4 gives us. There we go. So here we go. This is just coming for the sort of ending part. And that was because I wasn't really happy with any of the endings that I'd done on the previous takes. So I just thought I'd have a go at just cobbling something together for that. And what we've got here now is a track, or like a kind of set of tracks, a track folder we call it in Reaper, where I've done like a comp solo, basically taking all of the different bits of those 3 solos, 3.5 solos, 3 and a bit solos that you've heard, and kind of splicing them together into one solo. Let's have a listen to what that sounds like. And I reckon with a few sort of little nips and tucks here and there, and a little bit of sculpting to kind of smooth over the joins where, I'm obviously kind of playing in one part of the neck and then going to another, I can sort of learn something based upon that and then get it to the point where it's fluent and I can sort of colour outside the lines a little bit and improvise around it. And that's the next thing you're going to hear. So coming up next is the solo that I played based on that comp solo, that composite solo there. I'm not trying to reproduce it, perfectly. What I'm thinking about is, okay, I need to be playing this lick at this point in the solo. I need to be at that point in the neck for that string bend over this chord or whatever. Basically just thinking in positions where I need to be at various points in the solo. And, this is how it ended up turning out. And as usual, you'll find a full tab for that solo in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, that explanation that you saw earlier on, and a jam track for you to play along with for yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month gets you access to all of these additional resources and goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are also linked down in the description. And that is pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you found the video informative and useful in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Why not drop me a like while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where you know what happens. We have a beer and talk about music and guitars. Great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.